My name is Emily,
Hi, I'm Beth.
and today we're just going to be leading you guys through the process of getting ready for your co-op work term, what you need to do to get properly registered, and the documents that you will hand in at the end. So to just get started off here, guys, the first step that you want to do when it comes to your co-op work term is you want to make sure that you are registered on Banner with the correct CRN. If you're unsure which one you should be using for your work term 1 or your work term 2, depending on what work term you're in, you can reach out to your co-op consultant. It's important to make sure that you're registered on Banner so you don't have any gaps in your transcripts, as well as you always have your health insurance and everything is good to go. So the screen you're looking at here is GeorgianConnects. Once you've been doing your job search and you've gone to some interviews and you get that successful job offer, the next step that you're going to want to do is create a work term record. So you log into GeorgianConnects and you're going to hit this blue button here that says Create Work Term Record. I'm just going to go to our next slide. So once you go into this section, you're going to use your job offer to fill out all the appropriate columns here. So you're going to want to put your name, and we've blocked out the details here just because this is another student, but you put your student name, your student number. You're going to want to put the appropriate co-op term that you're in. So for example, this student is going out on their work term 1 this summer. You're going to want to put your co-op program as well as your co-op consultant, okay? You also put the time period that you're going to be doing your co-op for. So this includes the start date on your job offer as well as the end date. Now, you also want to put your organization here, and then down here where it says work term record approved, that's because the student has already been approved to go out on their co-op, but when you first submit your work term record, this is going to say pending. Once your employer relations consultant has reviewed your work term record and everything looks good to go, that will change to approved. And it's only when your work term record has been approved that you can start working. If for some reason your work term record is declined, you need to book an appointment with your co-op consultant for next steps and just to kind of advise you on how to move forward. Another important thing to note is if you are an international student, you must have a valid co-op work permit on your GeorgianConnects account to be eligible to go out on your work term. If you haven't done so already, please email proof of your co-op work permit to careerandcoop@georgiancollege.ca. And I'm just going to pass it over to Beth for the next slide here.
Okay, so once you've gone out on your co-op, you are going to want to make a reminder towards the end of your work term to finish up your final co-op documents and get ready to hand them in at the end so you can get your grade. There's 3 things that you're going to need to hand in, and I'm showing you the student portal right now because you can get templates for 2 out of the 3 items from the student portal. So go to the student portal and click Student Services at the top, and then click Career Co-op Field Placement on the left-hand side. And just go back up to the previous view that we were at there, Emily. And I'm just going to show you the image that you want. So from the Career Co-op and Field Placement main landing page, scroll down until you see these buttons, and you want to click the one that has the coffee cup on it, Co-op Forms and Resources. And when you click that, you're going to go into the next screen. And you'll see the programs listed. Click your program and it'll take you here to this menu. And if you look at it, you'll see there's a co-op work report for business showing. There's also an employer evaluation. So if you're not in a business program, you might see a slightly different menu, but in that menu, in that item, in that place, you'll find your templates. The co-op work report is completed by you, and you're going to reflect on your learning outcomes as well as talk about what you were doing on your co-op job. The employer evaluation is completed by your supervisor at work and should be signed by you and the employer as well. I really, really encourage you strongly, don't hand your employer the evaluation form on your last day at work. Plan ahead. If you have a supervisor who's really busy, then make an appointment a few weeks before the end of your semester so that you make sure that you can have that conversation and get the stuff all done and ready to go by your last day. You're going to upload both of these documents into GeorgianConnects, and we'll show you how to do that in a moment. The third thing that you're going to need is a pay slip or a pay stub. So usually you're given some kind of a document through an online portal or attached to a physical check. something that confirms that you were paid and the hours that you worked. And we would like evidence of your pay to show your work up until the end of your work term. So choose a pay slip from the last couple of weeks of your work term, not from the start. You do not need to upload every pay slip that you receive while you're working. We do not need you to have multiple documents. Just one pay slip from the end of your work term is enough. And if you don't have something like that, or you're not sure, please reach out to your co-op consultant for clarification. Okay, let's look at the next slide and go back to GeorgianConnects. So now we're back in the work term record again that was approved. And you'll see on the left-hand side the words work experience report, employer evaluation, and proof of hours. So 3 documents that you need to hand in. First of all, save your work experience report as either a PDF or a document file so that we can read it. And you're going to click the element or the item that you want to upload, and then you're going to click the blue edit button in the middle. And it's going to take you to the next image, which is our next slide. And then you'll see it says pending drop down, which means that I haven't looked at it yet. You're going to then click the blue upload a new file, go and find your document, upload it, and click submit. And then your co-op consultant will be able to see it. When the co-op consultant has reviewed it, he or she will change the status from pending to approved or declined, depending on whether or not it's an acceptable document. Usually, if they're declining a document, you're getting an email message asking you to resubmit it with more information or to send something different. So don't worry, that will just decline it randomly and not tell you. If your documents are approved in GeorgianConnects, then your grade will go in. If you see your documents remain pending and you don't have a grade yet, that means you need to do something, or the co-op consultants have not yet finished grading. If you have a grade in Banner, but your status in GeorgianConnects is still pending, don't worry about it. As long as your grade is in Banner, you're good to go. So that in a nutshell is how to get your co-op credit.